Imagine a small, quiet inn on the windswept plains of Kansas, where travelers stop for food, rest, and warmth on a long, lonely journey. The Bender family, father, mother, son, and daughter, run the place with a friendly smile and welcoming hospitality. But beneath the innocent surface of their humble home lies something far more sinister, for the Benders weren't just offering shelter. They were offering something much darker, something that would haunt the frontier for years to come. As travelers vanish without a trace, one question remains: who or what were the Benders really? In the early 1870s, on the vast, lonely plains of Kansas, there was a small, remote inn run by a family who seemed no different than any other settlers on the frontier. But the Bender family was hiding a dark secret. John Bender, his wife Elvira, their son John Jr., and daughter Kate ran the Bender Inn, offering food and shelter to weary travelers passing through the area. But what the guests didn't know was that the Benders were not just offering hospitality, they were offering death. Kate Bender, a strange woman, was said to have mystical powers, drawing people in with promises of spiritual healing. Many travelers would stop by the inn, seeking her advice or care. They'd sit down at the large wooden dinner table in the dining room, not knowing that beneath their feet was a trap and ingenious design for murder. John Bender Sr., the father, would quietly stand behind the guests, holding a heavy hammer. Without warning, he'd strike them on the back of the head, knocking them unconscious or killing them instantly. The bodies would fall to the ground, through the trapdoor, and into the room below. There, the family would rob the victims and dispose of the bodies. Over the next few years, travelers began disappearing. First, a few, then more and more. But the Benders weren't caught right away. After all, the frontier was vast, and communication was slow. People simply vanished into the wilderness, their fates unknown. But in 1873, the disappearance of a local man named Dr. William York raised alarm. His brother, James York, began asking questions. His search led him to the Bender Inn. Suspicious, James and some locals started digging around the property. What they found would change everything. When they pried open the trapdoor in the inn's dining room, they discovered bloodstains, evidence of the grisly murders. Beneath the floor, they found bodies, some partially buried, others left to rot. The Benders had been killing, robbing, and burying their victims right under everyone's nose. Panic spread quickly. The townspeople demanded the family be caught. But when a search party went to arrest the Benders, they had already disappeared. No one knew where they went or what happened to them. Some say they fled to Mexico, others claim they vanished into the Osage Nation. To this day, the Benders' fate remains a mystery. The bloody Benders left behind a trail of fear and death, and though the family was never caught, their legend lived on. The dark story of the Benders serves as a chilling reminder that sometimes the people we trust the most are the ones who hide the darkest secrets.